Hey, welcome back. Thank you so much for coming. Today we are going to learn how to save money according to TikTok. Let's see what kind of advice they can give us.
What's a piece of information that can save you money that most people don't know about?
Splitting your loan payment in half and then paying twice each month. I am still surprised by the amount of people that don't realize that you are going to save yourself so much interest doing so. Reason being is that with simple interest loans, interest accrues on a daily basis called a per diem. When you only pay once per month, you're allowing 30 days worth of interest to accrue in between each payment. If you split up that loan payment, less interest is accruing in between each payment. Plus, if you pay bi-weekly, you're paying one full extra payment per year. Follow Seth Godwin, the guy who works in finance, for more finance and credit tips.
Interesting.
What's a piece of information that can save you money that most people don't know about?
Free books. All you really need is a Kindle and a computer. From there, go to Google, type in Z Library, press on the first link, and from there, go to books and type in any book you want, but make sure to put the Mobi at the end because that's what Kindle uses. So I want to look up Breath. So Breath Mobi, you're going to search that and you'll find your book right over here. Press on that, and then right here it says download. Once you download this, it'll be downloaded onto your computer. Then you have to connect your Kindle onto your computer. And then you could just drag that downloaded link into your Kindle, and right there is a free book.
What's a piece of information?
That's awesome. It looked like the same website that we saw in my previous video. Was that the same one? I thought it was called something else, but I think it's awesome that there's free resources to get books. I'm not sure how legal they are, but honestly, hey, you want to read a book? That's a great way to do it.
That can save you money that most people don't know about. I'll go first, and it's a good one. You can buy a duplex which has two separate units. You live in one side and you rent the other side out. Your total monthly payment to own this house would be less than $1,000. And you could rent out the other side for about $800 to $1,000. Meaning you would be basically living rent-free. And the best part, you can use an FHA loan and only put 3.5% down. Meaning it costs less than $10,000 to buy this home and live rent-free. What's a piece of information that can save?
He makes it sound a lot easier than it is. Like, first of all, who even can afford the property in the first place? Of course, real estate investing and being a landlord makes you money. Of course. The problem is becoming a landlord costs so much money. And yeah, it's cheaper in America where you can get a house for $100K and maybe this 3.5% down payment. But here in Canada, you can't even buy a shack for $500,000. So a duplex is over $1 million. There's no way, that's like a rich person hack. If I would say anything, that's a rich person hack. Yeah, buy property and rent it out. No.
You money that most people don't
Anyways.
You don't have to pay the full amount of your medical bills. Here's what happened the last time I posted about this. This is very important information, so I'm doing it again and I'm trying to answer some of your guys' questions. You can negotiate down your medical bills and sometimes get rid of them completely. Here's how you do it. When you get a medical bill, go to Healthcare Blue Book, or you can go to Fair Health Consumer. Find out how much your bill should have cost. Healthcare costs are not standardized. Hospitals can just set whatever price they want. Find out your fair price, and then call whoever sent you the bill. Tell them, according to such and such website, this is what this should have cost. Hospitals want to collect funds, so they will work with you. If you've been sent to collections, call them and negotiate with them. If you ignore them, they will send it to your credit score. Not all do, but they will do it. If it's on your credit, call the credit bureau. Tell them this is a violation of my privacy rights under the HIPAA law. Then request them to remove it. Most of them will remove it because they're afraid to be sued. One more thing, you guys, it's bold. We have to do this. I'm gonna help you guys fight back.
What's a piece of information?
That is really sucky that you have to do that. I'm shocked you can just call the credit bureau and be like, oh yeah, you violated my HIPAA with this, so remove all these unpaid bills. See, in Canada, we don't have to pay for our healthcare, but the problem is we get terrible healthcare. So you go to the hospital, you will have like a 20-hour wait, you'll die in that 20 hours, and that will be it. So a lot of people who have problems here, they'll literally will go to America and pay to get proper healthcare. Because here it's like, oh, we'll issue you a test. The waiting list is 12 months long, so you won't get your results back for another couple years. Then they'll lose the results. Then the doctors can't figure it out, and they say, oh, just Just come back next time, just come back next time. You go to the doctor, they say, oh, sorry, we can only deal with one issue at a time. You only get 5 minutes of the doctor's time if you go. And also, it's very hard to even find a doctor. It's not like you can just, go anywhere. If you go to the walk-in, you're not gonna get anything done. You can get cough syrup there. Oh, I shouldn't have started on this rant. Let's just keep going, but yeah, interesting to know that you can kind of negotiate the price there in America. That's interesting. Very interesting.
That can save you money that most people don't know about.
I'm always surprised I don't see more people do this, but if you're gonna buy a house, go get a real estate license. So it's not that hard. You have to take some classes and you have to study and take a test. But once you do that, if you go buy your house, you can get paid a commission to buy your own house.
Wow.
So when I bought my
yourself,
house, I got paid $14,000 to do that.
Your own money?
You can't use it towards the purchase or anything, but you get that in a check after you buy your house. Kind of nice way to be able to furnish things, replenish your savings, whatnot. So
Yeah.
there's a tip.
But if you just don't get a real estate or a real estate person, then wouldn't you not have to pay anything? I'm not really sure how that works. I know that real estate people make way too much money. Like, you shouldn't be making $14K to sell one house. That's absurd to me, and honestly, I think that they're crooks. Let's keep going.
What's a piece of information that can save you money that most people don't know about?
If you make 72 grand or less a year, you should be filing your taxes for free. Let me show you how. Do not Google file taxes for free, because the very first thing that's going to pop up is going to be TurboTax Free Edition. 0 Fed, 0 state, 0 to file. But in fact, TurboTax Free Edition is riddled with booby traps where you will be forced to pay to file for basic things like childcare, collecting unemployment, and student loans. You see, at one point the government was talking about creating their own free filing software for low-income filers. But TurboTax and H&R Block and a bunch of other software companies knew that was going to cost them a bunch of money. So they said, no, let us, we'll do it. And the IRS agreed. So all of these major filing software brands have free file programs, but they make them super hard to find in hopes that you'll just pay. The fact that these brands are trying to hustle money out of our most vulnerable is gross. Free filing resources can be found here and in a link in my bio. And check out the Patriot Act episode on taxes to learn more.
What's a piece of information?
That was really good information. Honestly, I need to relook at what those sites are, because normally I just use TurboTax, but normally it's free when I use it. Now, I've definitely never made anywhere close to that amount of money, the 72, but normally it's free when I do it, unless they're taking it out of my return, but I don't even always get a return. So that's interesting. I definitely don't think you should be having to pay to file your taxes at that amount. Honestly, don't even think you should have to pay taxes if you make under 50K or whatever, because you already don't have enough money to survive and now you're having to pay taxes on it. No. Let's keep going.
Information that can save you money that most people don't know about.
Many electric companies offer off-peak hours when fewer people are using the energy grid. You can save 20 to 40% off your bill, and all you have to do is call your electric company and see if they offer this.
What's a piece of information that can save you money that most people don't know about? Okay, this takes 30 seconds. It's super easy and it's actually pretty cool. If you go to missingmoney.com, you can actually find out if the government or other businesses owe you money that you haven't claimed yet.
Wow, what?
Just type in your full name, click search. No way, okay, I actually have unclaimed funds.
What is it?
That's my full name. Google actually owes me less than $100. I don't know what from, but I'm gonna claim it. So I'm actually getting $8.50. And in this situation, I have to send a form through the mail to get my money. But make sure to look up your name. You could be sitting on $5, $10, $100. What's a piece of...
That's actually pretty cool. I kind of want to look up my name. I don't know if that's for Americans only, and it's definitely not worth filling out a form and mailing it in for $8. But if there was more, hey, that might be pretty good. Thank you, Chris.
Information that can save you money that most people don't know about.
For some reason, nobody really takes advantage of this. But if you're in the market for buying a home, not only can you use an FHA loan, which allows you to put as low as 3.5% down on a home, but you can actually use a down payment assistance program, which in some states is $10,000 that your county gives you in cash, doesn't have to be paid back, to go towards the closing costs and possibly the down payment of the home. So you can literally get into a home with $0 but nobody really takes advantage of it.
That's interesting. Is that first time home buyers? Is that what he said, FHA? Is that what that is? Because I know here in Ontario we have like the first time home buyers credit, and it's like $6,000 or $8,000 or something that they just give you to go towards your first home. I don't think you have to pay it back. I think it's a credit. And I think it should just be applied automatically. You shouldn't have to like seek this out and put in forms. Like it should just be applied automatically, because I've heard of people like not getting it because they didn't know. So definitely always look into what credits you can get when buying a home. As if any of us can buy a home, haha, right?
A piece of information that can save you money that most people don't know about.
If you're in a relationship, try this one out. My wife and I have an agreement that we're going to consult with each other before we make a purchase over $100. Now, we don't say no to each other, but putting just a little bit of time between that impulse to buy and pulling the trigger saves us a lot of money.
Yeah.
What's a piece of information
Just
that
think
you
about it
learned
before
that
you
feels
buy.
illegal to know?
If you have like 6 months to spare and you email IKEA and be like, hey, I think I'm missing a piece of this table set, slowly, one by one, piece by piece, month by month, you get that table for free.
You don't think that they're gonna catch on to that? I mean, that's really... Wouldn't they ask you for like proof of purchase at some point? I don't know. If you've tried that, let me know if you can get piece by piece like that. Wow, that's really crazy. Okay, well, anyways, guys, I hope that maybe something here can save you some money. I'm not really sure how good this stuff was, but hey, it's what TikTok's got to offer. So thank you so much for watching. I have tons of videos on my channel. Go check them out. Subscribe if you feel like it. Like, comment, blah, 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 all that stuff. And yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. I will see you in the next one. Bye.